We can fly again. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. We're free. Freedom. If only you could actually loop-de-loop. That'd be awesome. Are we even going the right direction? We are. Kind of lucked out. I'm really terrible with my directions. Crash land. Glad you got to stretch your wings for a bit. All right. Lena, it's been a long time. Sorry. We're going to hug Mirren real quick. We show up and Lena is like, good to see you. And we're like, later. Hang on. We got to go talk to somebody else first. Hang on a second. No, the Antitower was the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, where you go through the whole thing upside down. Yeah. But I guess the book was the Great Google Library. I thought the giant book that spits out the super laser was in the Antitower, but definitely could be wrong on that. Do enough dungeons, they all start to cross together. Jake, you are returned. How have you been? You and the others? As well as can be. We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He does tend to get himself into trouble. He said this to you? These exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Jake, for taking care of him. When you next see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile a request though it is. Sometimes you gotta tell people stuff anyway, even if they won't listen. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. Even if I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium. Our representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone. But however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could. I mean, I think she could do a pretty good job if she wanted to. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomenon? No, well, I cannot say that I have been. Curious you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Ryne came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. What does Ryne know? She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? Can you tell us where to find her? You wish to enter the umbilicus. Oh, a little bit of a different question, but yeah, still, maybe she's in the umbilicus. Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Ryne. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say? I'll be along as soon as I can. Oh, man. But things are going so well here. We don't see any burning skies. Not yet, at least. But maybe the empty is lighting on fire. I wanted to fly up really high and see if we could see the wall. But I guess we can't here. It's all surrounded by mountains. Maybe the wall has turned red or something. What if we just fly into the Crystarium? Does it just put us on the ground? Probably. Yeah, the book was a great Google library, and the big frog was in the anti-tower, Spriggan on a rock boss, and the creepy doll with those creepy laughs. Good grief. Man, I still remember when I first got here and you all were lined up and welcomed me into the Crystarium. It was such a big moment. Such an emotional moment. All right, Cabinet of Curiosity is out into the... up here, right? Yeah, over there. I don't want to be a doll. Kronika in vacation outfit. Following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending Duty Finder registrations. No, we're gonna wait for a second. Do we have any... how's our gear looking? Condition 100%. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We must have repaired it recently, so... then in that case, let's eat an egg. Let's throw whatever this thing is down, because why not? Hey, we're a star! And let's do this. Whatever this is, cannot be skipped. Good luck and try not to kill everyone. Kritika, you said nothing bad was gonna happen. No. Oh, I always feel so much pressure when these events happen. Because they're basically like, you get one shot to do it right. Which I know it's not true. You can reset it, but emotionally. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Jake? Hello! It's been a hot minute. Ha! It is. Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. That's a very enthusiastic thumbs up. There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Oh no. Titania, driven mad by the light and loneliness. Vothri in his misguided self-righteousness. Hades, who bore the burden of his people. This may come as a surprise, but nothing was a challenge. We got them all. We were totally cool. Challenge. Challenge. I do vaguely remember having some difficulty with Vothri. But I think Hades, because I remember specifically when whatever the I think it's the masked monster face or whatever was like lasering down the pathway, and we had like literally one turn left before we would have all died to finish. I think I'm gonna say Hades. Hades was cool. Ah, yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night, your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet, compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. Wait. Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon our readers it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd talk his ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? Or chai? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend in particular. Remind him not to overexert himself. again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. So far, everyone is concerned for him. So what was that whole thing about who was the most challenging? I was like, are we about to jump into a cutscene where we got to go fight him? But no, I guess we're not. We're just chilling. The silent protagonist. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? The kids! It's him! It's really him! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. I'm sure it's delicious. Best not, Riki. You'll only give him a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the god finally agreed to teach us how to fight. But first, we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know that I want to be a mage. Arkil isn't sure. So he wants to be a mage. Magic isn't really my thing. So I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide. So I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows a lot about such things. No. Go for the sword and shield. He isn't here. Aww. Oh. Why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Sword, axe, or bow? For smiting your opponents, the axe. For protecting your friends, the sword. For fighting and hunting both, the bow. Well, in this three-party trio, we have a mage. We kind of have a healer, right, with the potions. You could go like white mage or sage with that. You can go black mage or healer. They're really lacking in a tank. And I think it's only fair that you go the tank, right? Because if you go the bow, like the axe is probably pretty solid too, the warrior. But if you go bow, then you got no front line, no tank whatsoever. Who's gonna take the tank buster, right? So definitely for protecting friends, it's the sword, the whole way. The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like Brandon, the Warrior of Light! I wonder if they have all different Warriors of Lights for that. Remember that like there's a bunch of people that were trying to be the Warrior of Light? I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. We can talk about it later. Yeah, I know, warriors use axes. I was thinking about that, but they're a little, I don't know, a little selfish, so. They talk about Arbert if you pick the axe. No, we picked the wrong one. Oh, Arbert the warrior. I failed. Yep, definitely picked the wrong one. Absolutely. I love that all of you were kind of like, have you thought about warriors? Have you thought about axes? Can you think about warriors? They definitely could have done. Yeah, definitely should have gone Arbert. Oh, he's so cool. And he's still with us in spirit. Such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does he spare a thought for me? Of course not. Who's speaking? I waited and waited and waited, but he won't even so much acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold, cruel, and heartless. Theo! I, need you? Oh, faithful Theo, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. Don't you have more important things to do, Your Majesty? I mean, that was a pretty good one, too. But we're going to play into the ego. Play into the ego whenever the opportunity arises. If you've truly missed me, you should have cried out for me at the top of your lungs the instant that you arrived. To make up for it, you will call it twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? You've been watching? How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding back the window of a rainbow. Sliding down the back of a rainbow? Yeah, that sounds very simple. Totally easy. I mean, I do that whenever I go on vacation. Would that I could aid you in your quest. But the fate of we Fae folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you all the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. I'd prefer you not. But if escaping's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you've been waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits this tale's end? Everyone's talking about the end of the tale. I mean, we do have a tail and an end. Is that it? Is that the end of the tale as we get our tail chopped off? Ryne. Miri, still with the spirit. You ate his spirit. Nom 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 nom. Gimli didn't say my sword now, did he? No, but I mean, Legolas did say my bow, so you know. The fate of the fate fofo with fate fofo. I don't want to be put into a coma. My apologies for the delay. Jake, it's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave it to you. I have taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. Salute! Hi, Ryne. It's been too long. Oh, we got a dance party going on out here. Dance. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know, guys. Do you think Orwin's axe could be bigger? I mean, you gotta think about how much weight that shoulder is holding up right now. All of that on one point of the shoulder. Orwin is a beast. A beast. The music. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Yeah, tell me about what's going on. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I am the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Hydaelyn. Never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Oh. Oh, that's probably not good. That probably not good. Probably not good. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window. And to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. We had that same vision, though, where the other night when we were visited by the different scions. We had the same vision when we opened the window. Deja vu. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. Began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Yeah, no, definitely not. Jake, what are you not telling me? I have to know. Please, it doesn't matter how terrible it is. This is probably not the place to tell you all about it. Let's go to the umbilicus, then we can talk further. The sun is hiding, Katara. A blood-red moon. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First, so don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. But if the final days at the star is gonna kill everybody. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. United in purpose beneath a blazing sky. That's a really cool line. What's up, Roll? He just kind of rolled up in here with his teal-trimmed outfit. Cool samurai. Velas as well. Okay, I was wondering, I was like, is Velas a part of the party? Are you playing with the flower in her ear? So cute. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So, it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Oh, we gotta give Ryne a hug. Whenever we get the opportunity. We lived through the flood and the tyranny of the Light Wardens. We're survivors. Do what you need to do and know that we will too. Man, they can't kill off the first. How would I come back and get those fancy rainbow gems? All right, let's go to the Umbilicus, the docile gate. Getting turned around. Omega! OMG! So cute. But where's Alpha? We need the other half. I'm kind of sad that we have yet to actually see Alpha in game, but that's probably my own fault for not wandering around enough. Master Jake, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I'll show you to the Ocular. We go to the Ocular ourselves, but can we actually, like, walk around? That would be wild.